Can I ask you if you ever get angry, and if you do, how you make sure that that anger doesn't get translated into negative emotions and negative reactions?
Yes, I do.
Get angry.
Get angry. So if you want more detail, then ask my staff member. You see, they witness some occasion they got sort of good harsh word. And I think a little bit sort of because of the
Stern face.
like that. But most cases, for small matter, I got to September, but more serious, not much. I don't know. Then in any case, one temper or anger develop. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes I watch anger itself. We have the ability, certain emotion develop, and you try to separate and watch that emotion. That practice very, very helpful. Then intensity of the negative emotion, then weakened. Usually, you see the problem, when we negative emotion, you see develop, then whole your mind become that.
Get taken over.
Taken over. So that one method. And then mainly your basic training. If you have sort of firm conviction, anger, hatred, jealousy, these are destructive emotion. Once you have firm sort of conviction out of awareness, then anger come, but remain weak, then very short. So mind, mental emotion, also like it's a matter. It's a matter, now for example, physical sort of level, certain sort of proteins or immune system, these are strong. Then virus may not disturb much. When you see these basic sort of element, immune system weak, then virus, even small virus, you see create a lot of trouble. So similarly, basic your mental sort of attitude, healthy, strong. Then anger like virus, come, go, will not disturb much. So that we can do. We have the ability. Firstly, we need clear awareness, the pros and cons in these different emotions. Once we have more sort of awareness, value of compassion, as I mentioned earlier, then even dream, you have some kind of sort of, mental attitude to bring to closer these positive emotions. Then anger, even dream, a little bit sort of distance, reluctant, like that. So it helps. That way, very helpful.
Your Holiness, you said something I think very important about education when you're speaking. So many of us in here are engaged as students, as teachers in the work of education. And you said that education, though it makes you smarter, it doesn't always make you more compassionate. So what lessons would you have for us as educators, as students, as teachers, that might help us create a form of education that will make us more compassionate?
Education, as I mentioned earlier, you see really the method to develop intelligence. So education, actually, the very purpose of education is reduce gap between appearances and reality. So education, wonderful. But I'm saying existing modern education is very much oriented about material value, not
Inner values.
not sort of
Pay attention.
sufficient pay attention about our inner value. I think it is quite understandable. 1,000 years ago, in the European continent, a separate education institution started. I remember Bologna University in Italy. A few years ago, you see, they celebrated 1,000
year.
1,000 year. So they asked me, you see, I participated, and like that. So at that time, 1,000 years ago, the moral ethics church take full care, sufficient. And family value also you should take care about these things. Then gradually time passes, and particularly last 200-300 years, you see the science and technology develop. Then people pay much attention about technology or science, these things. Then education also now provide promotion of these sort of knowledge. So, and church, influence from the church, a little bit of decline. And family values also sometimes is difficult. So therefore, nobody now take care about these inner value. So institution alone education institution alone have the responsibility to take care of both brain development and development of warm-heartedness. So that part, that's the reality, but education institutions still carry the
Old way now.
old way, only taking care about material things. So inadequate. So now, last over a decade, number of medical scientists and also educationists and also brain specialists now begin to see the education about warm-heartedness is so necessary, so important. So they carry as a sort of pilot project. Experiment. So result become very, very convincing. Even you see 3 weeks, some kind of training and education about importance of warm-heartedness. Before they start that sort of training. They examine blood pressure and stress and these things. And after 3 weeks training, again check, blood pressure reduce. Stress also much reduced. As a result, person become much happier. So some scientists, some university, Wisconsin University, and Emory University, and Stanford University, and some other, actually, you see, carrying some experiment. So result, scientifically, now they found quite concrete sort of result. Mental attitude can change through training, through awareness. So that, hopefully, eventually because of education institutions, at least in some section, should start that. Then look, after a few years, what result? If really obvious sort of positive result, then you can expand, you should do more. Like that. That's my view. So education is no question, very good. But existing education system is not complete or not adequate.
Thank you, Your Holiness. You're, I think, distinctive among spiritual leaders in the extent to which you weave science into your discussions of spirit and faith and religion. And that is something that both in this country and around the world, we tend not to do very well. It is the source of many struggles. And one of our students asked you about that in the conversation before you began your talk. And I thought it would be worth asking you that question again, because I think your answer is so important. But how do you think about the relation between religion, spirituality, faith, and science?
Recently, I think 2 years ago, I met one group, Muslim, from a few Arab countries. Most of them teachers, including some women. I think Dubai, some of the, and also Jordan, is they're more liberal. So I think education equal, male and female. Some area, a little bit of difficulties. So in any way, that group, some female teachers also there. So then, one member of that delegation is asked me, science and religious faith, some difficulties. Then I respond, no, should not. Science dealing with matters. Religion dealing with inner value. So simply two different fields. Faith combined with compassion, dealing with inner value. Science, molecules are
Molecules and
there
particles.
is physical. So up to now, science mainly is the thing which can measure and calculate, and third person, observe third person. Now, later part of 20th century and the beginning of this 21st century, some scientists now begin to carry more research in deeper level. Now, some scientists, now their attitude is open question. Mind or emotion is something essentially something separate from brain. There's still open question. Some classic scientists, they say, oh, immediately reject. One time in this country, I think one hospital or something, some doctors, they say, I remember, so just as a casual talk.
Medical scientist.
Ah.
Medical scientist. Medical scientist.
Ina?
There is.
I think medical scientist. So, actually, you see, some doctor, then I just as told, just as tell them or discuss. It seems our daily experience is sometimes, you see, some sort of
Thoughts.
no, this is some physical sort of change that creates certain emotions. It is true. Sometimes, you see, it seems physically nothing happened, but some memory or some thought or ideas come that change our physical element. It seems it happened. So then I mentioned, I asked, I remember two doctors. They say, oh, it seems, they just watch those.
So they said it seems like that to be the case,
Really, you want
but that can't be.
This is a little bit sort of fixed sort of attitude. Now some scientists are now not like that. They say they're open. They truly, I think, scientists observe objectively. So some scientists, the old thinking, they say, oh, it should not happen. Something like order. That's difficult. So, so therefore, now science, I think, week by week, further develop. Carry research, experiment. So I think, I often is telling my scientist sort of friend, that up to now, this field, the science developed and still carrying on certain field. Now that gradually widened, including some mysterious sort of things such as emotion or these things. So I think after next a few decades, I think scientific research will reach more deeper way, deeper level.
Thank you. Your Holiness, I think sometimes that...
So then also, you see, I mentioned, you see, the religious concept, though according to theistic religion, the creator, such thing, either, you see, because of the proof existing of creator, or because of the disprove, you cannot do. This is beyond science.
Science can neither prove the existence of God nor disprove the existence of God.
So simply two separate things. Faith dealing with inner value, science dealing with matters. So it should not
be seen as a conflict.
At a certain level beyond science, like that.
Okay. Thank you. I think sometimes that for all of the negative emotions that we can direct toward other people, the ones that may be most destructive are the ones we direct toward ourselves. We have a lot of trouble dealing, I think, as human beings with failure. It's particularly true in environments like this where we are so driven by success. Has there been a time in your life where you've had to deal with failure, and what lessons have you learned from that you could perhaps share with the rest of us?
Karsha, what? I think these things, the realistic approach. Firstly, you see, it is very important to carry research seriously, think more wider perspective, and ask the opinion of different people. Then seems something can achieve. Then start. In most cases, because you thoroughly research, so your approach become more realistic. So most cases, not much disappointment. Some aim, some goal, without thorough investigation, just out of wishful thinking, and make attempt, fail. Then it's more regret. Then also, Tibetan medicine. Looks like sweet. The taste is very bad. Or Tibetan medicine, I regularly take as a preventive measure, and also, you see, building because of the body element more balanced. Very, very helpful. Some emergencies or illness, and then allopathic medicine, including surgery, wonderful. That's good. Oh. So, I think in my case, I usually, you see, firstly think myself, and then also ask. See, when I was in Tibet, after I took the responsibility, political responsibility, some important decision, firstly I myself think. Then ask, including sweeper, what do you think? I ask their opinion. Then, of course, the concerned officials also. So then, decide. Then, no problem. No regret. Because I consult. And also I study very carefully. Then reach decision. No problem. And also very important thing is purpose or motivation. Sincere motivation. Good purpose. Even fail, no regret. So sometimes, one my friend, a driver, he was hired from India when I was in Tibet. I think his head
It's more bold than now.
than me. So, so one day, he working something, managing about a car underneath. So then, somehow, his bald head is something hit.
Banged. Banged. He banged his head.
He lost his temper, and further, bang, bang. Who suffer? Car never suffer. His head suffer. Foolish. Sometimes some people, you see, angry, or angry himself or herself, sometimes do that. Silly. That I never do. I never done. Quite realistic. In spite sort of something failure myself, and hit my own head is suffer myself more. Like that. Yes. Then next.
Your Holiness, we have time for one more question, and I'd like to ask you something very important. A lot of people care about this question. What do you think is the greatest sport in the world?
That, I think, that question, I think if you ask me, wrong person. I have not much interest in all these things. So I don't know who is Hazada.
말하던 스포츠 전문화로는 전문 그 약속 가는 건 제적으로 해서 전문화.
Oh, not much interest. Oh, when I was China, in Peking, in Peking, I start ping pong. Then actually, I play with Zhong Ale,
Chinese Prime Minister.
Chinese Prime Minister at that time.
Pinball.
Ping pong. And I think one secret here, I know, is his, I think, right hand, something wrong. So I can beat him. So with that kind of calculation, I play with him. I can't remember, is how long, I can't remember, like that. So then also the badminton.
Badminton, yeah.
In 59 and early 60, yes, I did a little bit. Then not much interest. Like that. And of course, I think a Tibetan monk, 타사들이 보루트스들 땜다같이, 아니 보루티도 원래는 땅자시 그저 타는 중단이 개가 먹이졌다.
So in Tibet, when people were beginning to start playing soccer, the monks did not know the rules, so they would walk around, and when they find a ball, they just kick it and feeling that the farthest you can kick, you have won it.
No rule, nothing, no knowledge. And then, you see, cricket, somewhere.
Cricket now.
Cricket. One day, a few years ago, in India, the local people arranged some, I think international,
It's
some
the-
Britishers also used to come.
Indian Premier League,
Oh.
IPL.
So the chief minister, the local high officials also there. So they invited me. I attend. And then I ask, who are losing, who are winning? I don't know. Wait, with such sort of ignorance, I attended. You see, that sort of
Tournament.
open ceremony like that. Then when people do that, I also join, without knowing what's really going on.
Well, Your Holiness, thank you so much for
Okay.
being with us. It's been
Thank you.
such an honor.
Thank you. So young people should think more seriously. Now, it is not time. It is not time.
Not the time.
Not the time. We just take for granted. Up to now, sort of a way of life, way of thinking, can work continuously. The future of
The world.
world. Reality changing, as I mentioned earlier. So we have to open our mind and think more seriously, and we must act according to the new reality. That's very, very important. I think many problems, the reality much changed, but our perception still remain old thinking. So our action become unrealistic. So unexpected result, consequences happen. So young people, now I think we old people, now time come rest. So the young people should carry more research work, more analyze. Very, very important, isn't it? Very important.
Yes, I agree. Thank you very much, Your Holiness.